this is Raina. Thank you for joining me on my crochet channel. In this video, I will show you how to crochet the nautical towel, and this will make a nice handmade addition to your kitchen. It is easy to make. You'll get to practice, or you'll learn 3 different techniques. It is made with corner to corner technique, starting from one corner, increasing on each row, and then decreasing the other half of that square. Also using a moss stitch, which is the single crochets and chains, and working with 2 colors of yarn, changing the color after each 2 rows. And my towel measures about 11 inches on each side. And let's see about the yarn I'm using. And I'm using Lion brand Re-Up yarn. This one is 85% cotton and 15% polyester. One ball has 2.5 ounces, 114 yards. It is medium size 4. And this light blue color is called Sky, and also need white. 1 ball each is enough. Also, you'll need 1-inch button, and my crochet hook is size 5 millimeters. And let's get started. And I start with my blue yarn, and we'll make first 2 rows with that, and then we're going to change colors after each 2 rows. First, make a slip knot, then chain 3, and now slip stitch in the first chain to make a ring. And now we start first row with 3 chains, and now turn and insert hook. Find a space here in that ring, insert hook and make single crochet, chain 1, and 1 more single crochet in that same space in the ring. That's first row. And the second row, again chain 3 and turn. Now first we need to make single crochet between these 2 single crochets. So here's that space. First stitch, chain, second stitch. Insert hook here between. Make a single crochet. Chain 1. And now we need to insert hook in that 3 chain space that the last row started with. So that's the second single crochet, skip and go in a space, single crochet, chain 1 and single crochet. But don't now finish that last single crochet. We're going to change to white yarn. I'm going to take my hook out and first need to do a slip knot, then insert your hook back in these working loops. Also insert it through the white slip knot and pull it through the loops. And that's how we change colors, and starting with that second color from here and the third row. It starts the same, chain 3, then turn. Again, need to find a space here between these last 2 single crochets. So look like first is here, second is here, here's the chain space. So insert hook in there, make a single crochet, then chain 1, and now go into the next one chain space. So here's the single crochet space is here, and make a single crochet in a space. So this is how we do the moss stitch. Chain one again, and now skipping next single crochet, go into that beginning 3 chain space, and here we do again single crochet, chain, and single crochet. So this is now going to repeat, starting row 4, chain 3 and turn. So here it's better, more visible. Here's the first single crochet, second, here's my space, chain space. First I'm going in here and make my first single crochet, then chain 1, then go in the next chain 1 space, single crochet, chain 1, go in the next chain 1 space, chain 1, and here's my beginning 3 chain space. Here we do single crochet, chain, single crochet. Again, we made 2 rows with white. I'm going to now change to blue, so don't finish that last single crochet. Bring up your blue, so you'll see we don't cut the yarn, we just keep it here on the side, on the back. Just bring it up and pull it through these loops. So we can start now row 5 with blue. 2, 3, turn, go in that first chain 1 space, single crochet, chain 1, so you see how it increases in every 3 chain space. At the end of each row we do the single crochet, chain 1, and single crochet. And row 6, chain 3, turn, first chain space is right here, next space, that's the beginning 3 chain space. Here we do single crochet, chain, second single crochet, and finish that one with white. Six rows, and now 7. Last space, single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, and then now you do the row 8 same way. And you see these parts of yarn here where we change the color, and this is fine because we're going to make the edge and single crochet stitch all around, and then these will not be visible. And now continue repeating this pattern and finish 30 rows, and then we'll do the 31st together. And next 6 rows are going to be different. So here I made 30 rows and we're going to start the 31st row the same. And here, this is the bottom corner of the towel, and then when we get to the other end, this will be the upper corner, so that's gonna be different. I just want to show you here. So that's going to be a couple of rows here flat to attach the handle later. So I already pulled through with my white yarn, and so it starts right now the same with 3 chains, then turn, and then continue this until this last 1 chain space before the 3 chain space. And single crochet in this last 1 chain space, chain 1 in the last 3 chain space. I'm only going to make 1 single crochet, not 2. And then starting the next row, 32, that one I will start the same with 3 chains and turn, and then keep doing the same pattern. And I'm ending this row the same way, still increasing. So 1 chain, and then in last 3 chain space I make 1 single crochet and chain, and also 2nd single crochet, and that one I will finish with blue. And so that was 32, row 33. Start the same, 3 chains, turn, first single crochet, chain, continue until the end. We'll do that together. And so here we have that upper corner again for the handle, and same as I did here, last chain 1, and in last chain space just single crochet 1, and then starting row 34, that one will do the same, chain 3 and turn, the next single crochet in this next 1 chain space, and then keep going. And this row ends differently as well, so we'll do that together. So with this row we're starting to decrease. I have 1 more 1 chain space here and 3 chain space here. I'm going to make single crochet in 1 chain space, but now I don't chain anymore. Go into the 3 chain space and start the single crochet, but finish it with the white, so pull through with white. And starting next row 35, we chain 2, not 3 anymore. This is also part of the decreasing, and turn. And so the beginning of the row now is different. We're going to skip these 2 single crochets we made and go into the next 1 chain space and make single crochet here. So that's gonna decrease here, but then continue the same, chain 1 single crochet, chain 1 single crochet, continue all the way to the end. And this row ends the same way here to create that flat upper corner, chain, and in last chain space just single crochet 1. And row 36 I still start the same, chain 3, single crochet in first space, then continue all the way to the end. We'll do the decrease again together. And when you have now 2 spaces left, here's the 1 chain space, here's the 2 chain space, we're just going to single crochet 1 in each. I made the chain here, single crochet in this space, don't chain, go in that 2 chain space, and then we also need to now change the color. So bring up your blue, pull through. And so from now on we start each row with 2 chains, then turn, and skipping these first 2 single crochets we just made, go in the next 1 chain space, and now continue single crochet, chain, and let's do the end of this row together. And now I have 2 chain spaces left here, 1 chain and 3 chain, and I want to now start decreasing here as well because we're done with that flat part. So chain 1, go in that first chain space, single crochet, and go in that last space, no chain between. And then again just chain 2, turn, skip these 2 first stitches, go in the first chain space, and repeat the stitch. And now we're going to decrease on both ends the same way. So just single crochet in last 2 spaces, 1 chain space and 2 chain space, then you chain 2 and turn and skip 2 beginning chains, and continue decreasing this way until you have 3 single crochets left on a row. And just one more time, let's do the decrease and change the color. So here, last 2 spaces, 1 chain, 2 chains. I did the chain here, go in the next space and single crochet, and then in that 2 chain space start the single crochet, then bring up the second color, pull through, chain 2, turn, skip first 2 stitches, go in that next 1 chain space, and continue. Here's my piece, almost finished. Just 2 more rows here to do with blue, and I pulled the blue one through already, and don't cut off the white, we're going to use that to make the edge next. And so with the blue now, I do have let's see, 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, chain 2 as before, turn, skip these first 2 stitches, 1, 2, single crochet in next, and then just single crochet in that last chain space. So now we have 2 single crochets, and last row, chain 1, turn again, and now just single crochet in that space. So skipping these 2 and single crochet in that space, And that's how we finish the square. Now I'm going to cut off my blue, fasten off that, and then we can continue with the edge with white. So my white is back here. I'm going to insert my hook here in this space a bit right to the yarn, then pull it through, and then yarn over, pull through the loop, and from here I'm going to start the single crochet stitches. So inserting hook in that same space, make your first. So when we have worked all around, we will join it here. And we are going to make single crochets, one at the end of each row. So that means 2 single crochets in white yarn and 2 single crochets in blue. So that makes it easy to follow. So keep doing this edge now until you get to the corner. And in a corner we need to make 3 single crochets. So here's my next blue stripe. I'm going to make 1 here, and in the next, that's looks like the most corner stitch, make 3 single crochets. And then we can turn and continue on this side, doing the same. Make 1 single crochet in the end of each row. So 2 white and 2 blue. And now I'm here at the second corner. This is where the piece started with the blue. So here I'm going to make first 2 single crochets here, and then try to find most corner space here. Looks like that's the beginning 3 chains we started with, and make 3 single crochets in here. Then turn and again make 2 in blue yarn. Now continue 2 in white, 2 in blue. And when this side is done, we can do the handle. And here on this flat corner, first we'll do the same. We'll single crochet, so 2 in blue yarn, 2 in white, 2 in this blue here, and 2 in next white. And after this one, now we need to turn, and we're going to single crochet 7, make rows of 7. So chain 1, turn, and make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, chain 1, turn, and again 7. And this way I'm now going to first make 24 rows, and when you count including that first one, the base row, so right now 1 2 3 made, so make 24 and then we can do the buttonhole. And I have 24 rows done here. Next row, let's do the buttonhole. So chain 1 and turn, then single crochet in first 2, 1 and 2, chain 2 and skip 3, 1 2 3, and single crochet in last 2 stitches, chain 1 and turn. On this row, first make 2 single crochets together, pull up loop in first stitch, pull up loop in the second stitch, and pull through 3 loops. Then single crochet 2 in a chain space, 1 and 2, and again single crochet 2 together in last 2 stitches. Last row, chain 1 and turn. Now we have 4 stitches, just single crochet 1 in each. And here I'm going to cut off the thread, the yarn, and fasten off, because we're going to now next finish the edge. We're going to join the yarn where we finished this edge here, so we're going to join it here to go around, and going to join it here on the base of the handle. That was the first row with a slip stitch. So that's going to create a smoother transition here from the edge. But now we'll do single crochet stitches like before, and I'm inserting my hook here at the end space of each row. And so here I want to do 2 single crochets in that corner stitch, and then I have these 4 stitches on top, 1 in each, and going to find this corner space here, make 2 in here. You have a nice round top, and then continue here on the other side, single crochet the end space of each row. And with this, my handle is done. So when we're all finished, we will sew on the buttons, so that will look good. And here just need to now finish up this last edge and last corner. So at the bottom of the handle, just going to continue here as before, 2 single crochets in blue yarn and 2 in white. So it's 1 stitch in end of each row. And to finish last corner, here's my first single crochet. Now here, this is the corner space, make 3, and then see, we have 2 here. We started with 2 in white, so 1 more in this blue, and just slip stitch in that beginning single crochet stitch, and we're done with the edge. And the last step is to sew on the button, and so you can adjust depending on how much space you want here for hanging it. So I think I'm just gonna put it right here where the blue yarn starts. And we're finished. Just need to now weave in the ends, and it's ready to use. And I hope you have fun with making your own nautical towel. Let me know if you have any questions. I have a written pattern on my blog. The link is below the video in description box. Thank you so much for watching, and happy crocheting!